All right, so let me try my best to show you my bullet journal. First, it's if you're picking a journal, it should be something you like the look and feel of. And I like this color, I like the elastic band. I made this pen loop out of a binder clip and a piece of leather. I like this pen, they're all things that I really like touching and using, so that's an important part to it. So, I open it up, everything is done by hand. It's all your stuff, your expression, I guess. So you open it up, and like I said in the podcast, it was the first four pages are the index, and so there they are. This particular one from Michaels was $5 and actually came pre-lined in the index section, so that's pretty sweet. And you just kind of decorate it the way you like. That's part of what I like about it, is if I'm just feeling a little bit artsy, I do that. I can just kind of throw in those little things that I like. You can see like my future log, that's the page number, level 10 life. That's some big life goals that I have for the upcoming year. That's the page numbers and so on. This is the podcast that you and I are doing, which I've just kind of nicknamed Phone Tag Podcast. So that tells me where to find all those things. This page is just kind of floating and extra, and so I thought it could be information about this physical journal, and it tells me how many rows I have, how many columns I have, what my little my marks that I make, what they mean, and all that kind of stuff. So that's what that page is. So this is the future log. This is where you can lay it out however you want, but I found this to be pretty useful. It's just 6 months, January through June. I like to put a little visual of the days and the weeks in that month, and so on, and I'll continue that on as these months approach. But like I said, I put a reminder about go for shooting with Steve there in May, so that when that comes up and I want to be reminded about it, there it is. The rest of the months. Here's my level 10 thing. I haven't really filled it out. You can see here I made some mistakes, and so I had to white it out, but that's fine. My level 10 title for that page there, a little volume knob. But the idea of this is, I'll have the goals listed out here, and as I accomplish them, hopefully I'll accomplish many of them, I get to fill in a little piece of the ring here. That's not really strictly a bullet journal thing. The strictly bullet journal things would be the index. This future log is pretty widely used. I wouldn't say it's key, like you have to have it. It's just what a lot of people use. Here's the traditional bullet journal layout for the month, where you just list the dates and the initials of the days, and then you put tasks over here, things you want to do this month. So as I think of things, and I'm like, I could probably do that within the end of the month, I'll throw it right there. Things that I want to get done. My friend Gio wants a sticker made, so I want to put that on this month. I don't necessarily know exactly when I'm going to get to it. I'm going to try to do it tomorrow, as it turns out. But all these things are here. There's little notations, like this little right arrow here, if you can see that. That just means that I've moved that. This is some paperwork regarding our mortgage, and I put that here on tomorrow's list, which means tonight before I go to bed, really I should put on today's list, maybe address the envelope. For the USDA paperwork. So that's something that I can check and make sure it's done before I go to bed. Do I always make sure those things are done? No, but it's there at least. I know that if I rely on the system and I'm disciplined, it'll work. This little star here, I'm just kind of trying to remind myself to do this stuff in the morning so that, to cut the sticker out in the morning so that I can deliver it in the afternoon. That's right here. And this is what you call a daily log, and just every day, maybe in the morning or the evening, just kind of lining up the day to come. I've already done it for tomorrow. I may throw some more things on there, but Friday is a day off typically, and I can get some things done that day. So that's what that's for. And here's some notes from our podcast. Here's some woodworking projects that I just set aside this page because I know that there are things that I want to do, and I just want a place to throw those. And like Leora's bed, it's going to take, I have to take measurements of the mattress. I'm going to have to design it. I'm going to have to do all these different things, and that can get its own page or 2 or 3. And I think, actually, I haven't put this is on page 13. Right? I haven't put that in the index yet, so I'll do that right here. So, woodworking projects. That's on page 13. So there I made another entry in the index. So, that, really the index, the future log, the monthly log, and the daily log, that's it. That's what bullet journaling is, according to the guy who made up bullet journaling. He just made it for himself because he felt like it really worked, and a lot of people are into it. You can get really dragged into being creative and artsy and stuff, and sometimes that's cool, but also it's important for it to be functional. The rest of my bullet journal is back here. This is a little pocket I made for any little slips of paper or whatever that need to exist in my life for the moment. Here's my inbox. This is where, if I have my bullet journal with me, which I'm trying to make it a habit to have with me at all times, here's my inbox. So I'd like the front of this bullet journal to have like little motivational quotes right here in front. So that's what that's about. I haven't really decided what that means. That seems kind of like a project with multiple steps. So maybe that'll get its own page, and I'll list out all the things that I need to do. Review hard questions. Those are hard questions for me to ask people of me. Like, what's the most annoying thing that I do would be a hard question. So in my previous bullet journal, I have level 10 goals that I didn't get a lot of accomplished, but I did get a few, so that was good. And I'd like to move some of those into this year. This is a note about the Girl Scouts that the girls are doing, and that they have to have their pre-sales done by February 19th. And that really, I didn't have to do anything with it. I just kind of told Amber that was all I really needed to do about it. But these things, like, maybe I should move this guy into my January view. There's not good examples of things here, but maybe I would say I could throw deliver sticker. That's something that was actually on another list, but let's say that I wanted to put that in I'd thrown that in my inbox at one point because it just came to mind. Then maybe I have a list here. I like to throw the little @ symbol. So when I'm out running errands in town, I'm out and about in the car, that can actually be here. Deliver sticker. So now I can take it off of the inbox. I put a little arrow there, means I've moved it to somewhere else, so I know that it's taken care of. When I look at it, I don't cross it out because it's not done. And anything that are errands can go on that list. And this list can be for something I need to tell Amber, or something that I can do at the house, something like that. And that's what all those little Post-its are for back here. So it's a little bit of a a mash together of two different systems of bullet journaling and of GTD. But like I said, the bullet journal itself at its most bare bones is just those 3 or 4 things: the index, the future log, the monthly log, and the daily log. So I hope that helps out. I hope that it explains what it is. You can run with it and do whatever you want with it, make it your own. It's got a big following. A lot of people do it. So if you want more ideas, just cruise Pinterest for bullet journal ideas, because there are just millions of them. Well, that's it.